This is the WireLite 840 top or bottom mount turnbuckle. It'll come pre-assembled with mounting hardware, but first you'll need to unscrew the turnbuckle body and threaded insert to gain access to the mounting plate. So in this case we already have the top mount in place, and we're going to begin by threading the wire through. It'll stop at the swage steel ball, and we'll simply thread it on. When that's complete, set the set screw to avoid having it unscrew on you. Now at this point we also have our bottom pilot hole in place. We've gone ahead and run a plumb bob ahead of time, and we're ready to go ahead and mount up the base turnbuckle with the wire just hanging free. So you'll use the supplied number 8 screw to mount the base to the surface. We'll thread in the supplied 7/8, 5/16, 18 set screw. And then set the small set screw at the base, which will prevent that screw from backing out on you when you're trying to work the turnbuckle. We'll thread the turnbuckle body down onto the set screw and then back it off a few turns. It's important to remember that the concept here is to stretch the wire. The more wire you have, the more gap you're going to need. In this case, with a short wire, about 1/8 of an inch should be good enough for us. Then we'll get our bypass cutters, bring down the wire nice and firm, and then cut it off just below the top set screw. Put the wire right in the hole, pull it down as firmly as you can, and then set this set screw against it. Nice and tight so it can't come out on you later. Now we're going to go ahead and begin tensioning our wire by rotating the turnbuckle body down onto the threads. When you get it tight, you'll know. The last step here is to set the set screw at the bottom of the turnbuckle body against the threads. It doesn't have to be too tight, but enough to keep it from backing off later. And there we have a complete install. So, in longer wire applications, you may need extra stretch. So in this case we'll be using the WL-A41 longer turnbuckle. Again, we're going to leave ourselves a gap, and in this case we want to make it about equidistant as much as possible between this gap and this gap, so that when we close the turnbuckle up, it'll draw both of those parts together. Again, bring the wire down and trim it off just below the upper set screw. Set the wire in its hole, set the top set screw against it. Let's get it in there nice and firm. So at this point, with the wire mounted, we're going to go ahead and rotate the center portion of this turnbuckle. Hold on to the top portion to keep it from rotating on you, and the two pieces will draw together. If you end up with a small gap, either the top or the bottom, you can just go ahead and finish off by rotating whichever direction you need to close it up. This will give you a nice seamless install. The last step again is to set the set screw at the base against the threads and prevent the turnbuckle from backing off on you.